This device quietly sits on rooftops, spinning like a seashell, yet holds the power to rival, and sometimes even beat, solar panels.
Liam F1 is a great invention for generating renewable energy.
No noise, no complex setup, just pure, uninterrupted wind energy.
It has no noise, it gives us pure energy, lightweight, and easy installation, and it can generate up to 1,500 kilowatts of electricity per hour.
While the world races toward solar, a Dutch company might have just redefined what home-based green energy looks like.
Now, we're trying to make the world green by everlasting, friendly cooperation together. Thank you.
A turbine so efficient, it claims to reach near the theoretical limit of wind energy conversion. Is that even possible? And if it is, why haven't we seen more of these around? This isn't science fiction. It's real, and it's called the Liam F1. Let's dive in. The strange spiral that could power your home. At first glance, the Liam F1 doesn't look like a traditional wind turbine. No massive blades are slicing through the air, no towering steel columns anchored in fields. Instead, you get a compact, spiral-shaped device that resembles something out of nature, specifically the Nautilus shell. But this shape isn't just for looks. It's the core reason why this turbine works so efficiently in urban environments. Developed by a Dutch company called the Archimedes, the Liam F1 is named not only to honor the Greek mathematician, but also to reflect the mathematical elegance of its design. The spiral structure allows the turbine to capture wind from every direction without needing to turn like traditional models. This means even in low or fluctuating wind conditions, like the kind you find in cities, it can still perform consistently. Here's where it gets even more interesting. According to the company, the Liam F1 operates at approximately 80% of Betts's limit, the theoretical maximum efficiency any wind turbine can achieve. Most commercial turbines only reach around 50%. That gives the Liam F1 a potential edge, especially when installed in the right conditions. But efficiency is just one part of the story. The Liam F1 also solves a problem many people have with wind power: noise. Traditional turbines can be loud, even disruptive. Liam, on the other hand, is virtually silent. Its aerodynamic design reduces resistance and turbulence, letting it spin smoothly without that unsettling mechanical whir. Add to that its lightweight, small size, and ease of installation on rooftops or building walls, and suddenly, wind power doesn't feel so out of reach for regular homeowners. It feels personal, silent, and smart, like wind energy was finally made for the rest of us. Wind versus sun. Who wins at home? It's easy to assume solar panels are the best option for home energy. After all, they're everywhere. From rooftops to farms, solar has become the face of renewable power. But the Liam F1 wind turbine quietly challenges that assumption. At a modest wind speed of 5 meters per second, a single Liam F1 unit can generate around 1,500 kilowatt-hours of electricity per year. That's nearly half the annual power consumption of an average European household. 2 Liam turbines, then, could completely power a typical home, without relying on a single ray of sunshine. In comparison, a standard 5-kilowatt solar panel system in Europe produces about 4,000 kilowatt-hours per year. To match the Liam F1's output, you'd need around 3.75 kilowatts of solar capacity. On paper, solar still seems ahead, but that's only half the picture. Unlike solar panels, wind turbines don't sleep when the sun goes down. They work day and night as long as the wind blows. That means more consistent energy over time, especially in areas with cloudy skies or long winters. Solar panels also degrade slowly over the years, losing about 0.5% efficiency annually. Wind turbines do wear too, but at a slower pace and with less cleaning or maintenance involved. Then there's space. Solar panels need a wide surface, usually an unobstructed roof. The Liam F1, being compact and wall-mountable, fits even in places where solar might not. So, who wins? The answer depends on where you live, how much wind you get, and what kind of setup you can afford. But one thing's clear, the Liam F1 isn't just a backup plan. It's a serious contender in the home energy game, and it's changing how we think about wind.
So essentially you're completely offsetting your grid requirements.
Installation, cost, and customization. What it takes to go wind. So, how much does it cost to bring one of these futuristic wind turbines to your home? According to the company, the Liam F1 comes with a price tag of €3,999, roughly $4,500. That might seem steep at first glance, especially when you can get a basic solar panel system for less. But this isn't just another gadget. It's a long-term energy investment. The Liam F1 has a lifespan of 20 years and comes with a 10-year warranty. Once installed, it requires minimal maintenance and virtually no fuel. It just spins and saves. Over time, that upfront cost can balance out, especially in regions with consistent wind flow. Installation is surprisingly straightforward. No need for cranes, concrete towers, or an engineering degree. The Liam F1 is designed to be mounted directly on rooftops or even walls. It doesn't demand massive structural changes or acres of land. If you can install a satellite dish, you're not far off from being able to install this turbine. And if you're not the DIY type, the company also offers professional installation options. Then there's the fun part, customization. The Liam F1 isn't a one-size-fits-all device. You can choose from different colors to match your home, add a smart meter for real-time energy monitoring, or even connect it to a battery pack for off-grid storage. There's also a remote control option, giving you the power to manage your turbine from your phone or tablet. All these features come at an added cost, of course, but they also make the Liam F1 more than just a power source. It becomes part of your lifestyle. Quiet, efficient, stylish, and smart. It's wind energy, but not as you've known it before. The real benefits and the honest drawbacks. The Liam F1 wind turbine offers more than just energy. It offers peace of mind. By producing your electricity, you reduce your dependence on the grid, protect yourself from rising utility prices, and cut down your carbon footprint. In a time when energy security is becoming a global concern, that level of independence matters. Then there's the aesthetic and environmental value. The turbine's sleek spiral design is inspired by nature, and unlike most conventional turbines, it doesn't turn your home into an industrial zone. It runs silently, blends in, and adds a modern touch that tells the world you're thinking ahead. But let's not ignore the downsides. The most obvious one is cost. At $4,500, the Liam F1 isn't cheap. And while it may pay off in the long run, not every household can afford that initial investment, especially when a solar setup can sometimes be half that price with government subsidies. Then comes the variable of wind. If you live in a still, urban pocket with little airflow, the Liam F1 won't perform at its best. No matter how efficient a turbine is, it needs wind. Some homeowners might also face restrictions or zoning rules, especially in densely populated areas. A permit might be required. Neighbors might object. There are also questions around wildlife. While the Liam F1 is quieter and smaller than traditional turbines, concerns still exist about its impact on birds and bats, although incidents are reportedly much lower than with large-scale wind farms. Finally, like all technology, there's always the chance of mechanical failure or wear over time. No machine is flawless. Still, for those who can install it in the right location, the Liam F1 isn't just an alternative to solar. It's a bold step toward a different kind of energy future. Is the Liam F1 the future of home energy? The idea of powering your entire home with a silent, spinning spiral on your roof feels almost too simple. But maybe that's the point. The Liam F1 doesn't try to compete with massive solar farms or towering wind turbines in rural fields. It's designed for ordinary people in ordinary neighborhoods who want something extraordinary, clean, reliable energy without the noise, clutter, or complexity. For homeowners in windy regions, this turbine could be a game changer. It works at night, it works in winter, it doesn't care if the sun is out or if your panels are dusty. As long as there's a breeze, it turns. And that consistent motion means more consistent power, especially when paired with a battery system to store the energy you don't use immediately. But maybe the most revolutionary part of the Liam F1 isn't its numbers, it's the mindset it brings. We're used to thinking of wind power as something distant, offshore farms, government grids, and utility-scale projects. The Liam F1 flips that idea. It puts the power literally in your hands, on your roof, at your wall. Suddenly, wind energy becomes local, visible, and personal. That doesn't mean it's perfect for everyone. Some places are still better suited for solar, or a mix of both. But for those who've been waiting for a real wind option that fits into daily life, the wait might be over. In the bigger picture, devices like the Liam F1 push the boundaries of what renewable energy can look like at home. They challenge the dominance of solar panels and raise the standard for what homeowners can expect. And as technology improves, prices drop, and awareness grows, this small spiral might just spin its way into the mainstream.
Now first, like always, be sure to hit the like button down below. It helps us out tremendously with the reach of this video. Thank you.
Final thoughts. A silent revolution on your rooftop. The Liam F1 isn't just another gadget promising to save the world. It's a quiet revolution, literally. It doesn't shout with noise or glare with panels. It simply spins, collects wind, and delivers power to your home in a way that feels almost effortless. For those tired of waiting for a better energy solution, this could be it. Of course, no innovation is without trade-offs. The price is higher than some alternatives. Wind isn't guaranteed everywhere. Installation might involve permits or local restrictions. And like any technology, it's not immune to wear and tear. But when you weigh those concerns against the benefits, low maintenance, year-round performance, elegant design, and energy independence, the scale tips in a promising direction. And maybe that's what makes the Liam F1 so intriguing. It's not trying to be flashy or radical. It doesn't ask you to tear apart your home or rewire your life. It quietly fits into what's already there, offering an upgrade that feels natural, like giving your house a second breath, one powered by the wind. We often talk about the future of energy like it's decades away, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's already arrived, tucked inside a shell-shaped turbine, waiting to be mounted on the side of your house. Whether the Liam F1 becomes a household name or simply sparks a wave of new ideas, one thing is clear: the way we think about wind power is changing. No longer distant or complicated, it's becoming small, simple, and personal. If you're looking for something clean, quiet, and dependable, something that works while you sleep or when the skies are gray, the Liam F1 might just be the answer. A spiral that spins in silence and reshapes how we power the everyday. Outro, a new chapter in clean energy. We often imagine the future of energy as sleek solar farms, glowing smart homes, and distant windmills humming on the horizon. But sometimes, the future looks like a quiet, spinning sculpture on your rooftop. The Liam F1 wind turbine isn't loud, bulky, or demanding. It's small, elegant, and surprisingly powerful. And that's exactly what makes it so disruptive. This isn't just about one product. It's about a shift in how we see energy, something not confined to government projects or tech giants, but accessible to individuals, you, me, and anyone with a little wind and a vision for something better. That's the promise tucked inside this spiral. Independence, innovation, and simplicity. Whether you're a solar panel believer, a curious homeowner, or someone just trying to lower their bills and footprint, the Liam F1 invites you to think differently. It doesn't replace solar, it complements it. It doesn't require sacrifice, it adds freedom. And in a world where every kilowatt counts, that might be more valuable than we realize. So, is this the wind-powered future we've been waiting for? Or just the beginning of something bigger? The answer may depend on where you live, how much wind you get, or how ready you are to try something new. But one thing is certain: the age of silent, personal wind energy has begun, and it's quietly spinning above us, changing everything. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of future tech. See you next time. Bonus insight: could this technology go even further? While the Liam F1 is designed for homes, its potential reaches far beyond rooftops.
This is the Liam F1 wind turbine is a small vertical axis wind turbine. It is designed for maximum efficiency in urban and residential areas.
Think about small businesses, schools, cabins, or off-grid setups, places where installing large solar systems might be impractical or too expensive. A few compact wind turbines like the Liam F1 could quietly power essential operations without drawing much attention or needing much space. There's also the possibility of hybrid systems. Imagine pairing a Liam F1 with a solar panel array and a battery pack. One handles the daylight, the other handles the night. Together, they create a stable energy loop that works across seasons, time zones, and weather patterns. No single technology can do it all, but combined smartly, they get us pretty close to energy independence. Another interesting angle is community-level application. In areas with consistent wind flow, neighborhoods could form microgrids, clusters of wind turbines feeding into a shared energy bank. That's not just sustainable, it's empowering. It decentralizes energy, puts control in local hands, and builds resilience against blackouts or price hikes. And then there's the developing world. In regions where electrical infrastructure is limited or unreliable, a device like this could leapfrog traditional grids. It could offer students light to study by, or farmers power for irrigation without waiting decades for national power lines to catch up. In short, this isn't just a cool home upgrade. It's a gateway, a small, swirling signal that innovation doesn't have to be loud to be revolutionary. Sometimes, all it takes is a little wind and a smarter way to catch it. Final reflection: why the Liam F1 matters more than you think. In a world flooded with flashy gadgets and quick-fix tech, the Liam F1 stands out because it doesn't scream for attention. It whispers. It sits quietly on your roof, doing its job, day and night, wind after wind, without asking for much in return. And maybe that's why it matters so much, because real change often starts in silence. This turbine isn't just about energy, it's about mindset. It challenges the idea that clean power has to be large-scale, government-funded, or tied to endless panels in the sun. It proves that wind, something as old and natural as time itself, can be reshaped into something new, something elegant, and something deeply personal. It also invites a deeper question: what if the future of energy isn't in massive infrastructure, but in small, thoughtful design? What if the real power lies not in how much you consume, but in how intelligently you generate? For homeowners, the Liam F1 offers that rare blend of practicality and vision. It might not be the cheapest, it might not work everywhere, but where it does, it shines quietly. And that's the thing. This isn't about replacing one energy source with another. It's about balance, about using what we have more wisely, about listening to the wind that's always been there, not with noise or destruction, but with grace. In that way, the Liam F1 is more than a turbine. It's a reminder. The future doesn't always roar in. Sometimes it just hums softly above your head. What comes next? The bigger picture, beyond the Liam F1. The Liam F1 might just be the first step in something much larger. It's not just a product, it's a shift in how we think about energy, ownership, and the environment. If one compact, quiet turbine can generate this much conversation. What happens when technology like this becomes the norm instead of the exception? As climate change intensifies and energy demands grow, the world is being forced to rethink how power is made and distributed. Centralized grids have their place, but they aren't always flexible or reliable. Personal energy generation on rooftops, walls, and even balconies could play a vital role in creating a more resilient system, one where blackouts are rare, bills are lower, and clean energy isn't just a slogan, it's reality. The Liam F1 also reminds us that innovation doesn't have to be disruptive in the loud, chaotic sense. It can be subtle, organic, inspired by the spiral of a seashell rather than the roar of a machine. That kind of thinking could ripple into other areas: water use, heating, transportation, where small, smart devices help us live lighter on the planet. What comes next isn't just another product release. It's a cultural shift toward energy independence, design with purpose, and sustainability without sacrifice. Whether or not the Liam F1 becomes a household item, it has already sparked a bigger idea. Maybe the future isn't built by waiting for big systems to change. Maybe it starts with something small, spinning quietly in the wind.